Thanks everyone for joining. Good evening. Happy Thursday evening. So Jyoti is one of my very good friend. We know each other for many, many years of families, and she is a great Sri Vidya Upasaka as well, and followers of Ramana Maharishi. In fact, we have been organizing as some of you know, that Navaratri event in Markham for the almost 10 years now. So it's great to have you here, Jyoti, today, and it's our pleasure to hear about, the great Guru, enlightened Guru, Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi. I'll hand over to you. It's all yours. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Anu. Thank you so much, Prem Garu. I'm really honored to be presenting about Bhagavan. Whatever I know, very little, I will be presenting to you all today. Thank you so much. I feel really, really honored. So we will start. Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva. Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Ramanaya. Welcome all. Welcome to this wonderful meditation sessions where we all have been celebrating and learning about our gurus who have played and who still play a crucial role in all our spiritual awareness. I thank Prem Garu and Anu for hosting these wonderful sessions where we are getting to celebrate our gurus. Last week, we have learnt about Swami Vivekananda. This week, as you all know, I'm sharing about Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi. And my husband Murali will be helping me in this presentation. He'll be sharing the slides as I talk further about Bhagavan. So, who is Bhagavan? Why are we talking about him? What is the special thing that Bhagavan wanted to convey? So as you all know, Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, also called as Maharishi Ramana, Sri Ramana, or some simply call him Ramana. He has showed us that this enlightenment or the self-realization is not something that is very far off. Anybody, a mere Gruhastha also can reach this unreachable goal. Because for all of us, it seems to be a very big goal. It's like an unreachable goal. But Bhagavan has showed that this enlightenment or self-realization is not something very far off. Through his method of self-enquiry, which is also known as Ramana Tattva, he revealed that the answer lies within us. Just by turning inward and asking ourselves the fundamental question, who am I? What is this who am I? When you ask me who I am, I will say that I'm Jyoti. I may be a wife, I may be a mother, I may be a daughter, but who is the original, what is the original source? What is this who am I? So, and for where are the thoughts? Where are all these thoughts coming from? We will discuss more about this when I talk about Bhagavan's teachings. He has touched countless hearts, of course, and I'm included in that. I've been following Bhagavan we follow his teachings for almost 15 years now. So he has touched my heart so much that Arunachala and Bhagavan has literally become a part of us now. Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi was born on December 30, 1879 in a place called Tiruchuli in Tamil Nadu. And he was his birth name was Venkatraman Iyer. His family was deeply rooted. It was like any other family. It was deeply rooted in traditional Sanatana Dharma values. And he grew up just like a normal boy, going to school, playing with his brothers, his family. And his mother was Alagammal. And his father was Sundar Raman Iyer, who worked as a very famous pleader in those days. So when Venkatraman, that is Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi was about 12 years, his father passed away unexpectedly. This event was a very tragic event, and it has brought significant changes to the family, forcing them to leave to Madurai, to his uncle's house. And he continued living there with his family, with his mother, and he used to go to school there in Madurai. And around 16 years of age, when he was outside, an elderly relative of Bhagavan visited them. And Bhagavan, that is Venkatraman, asked him from where this relative was coming from. The relative replied, from Arunachala. This very name, Arunachala, that acted as a magic spell on Bhagavan. And he was so excited that he asked many questions. He put up his next question asking, what? From Arunachala, where is this Arunachala? And this relative replied that Arunachala is in Tiruvannamalai. So some must have visited Tiruvannamalai. It is in Tamil Nadu. It's a beautiful place. So the next magic, when Bhagavan heard about Arunachala, he still continued his normal life, but he happened to read Periya Puranam. This is a book of the 63 Shaivite saints who are also called as Nayanars. We see this Shaivite saints, these Nayanars in every major temple of Shiva, especially when we go to South India. So he read the book called Periya Puranam, by which he was highly influenced. So after this, I would say this incident is the turning point in Bhagwan's life. So one day he was just sitting up alone in his uncle's house. He was absolutely fine. He was hale and healthy. There was nothing wrong with him. But suddenly he felt that he was going to die. And he didn't understand that feeling, but he thought only one thing: this problem of death has come to me now. So, how am I going to solve this myself? This was the thought that Bhagavan got at that point of time. That feeling of impending death, however, it did not shake him or it did not scare him at all. He calmly thought, what should I do now? And he said, now that the death has come, what does this mean? Who is it that is dying? Is it Venkatraman Iyer that is dying, or is it Bhagavan that is dying, or who is dying? So immediately after this thought, he said, let me lay down. And he stretched his limbs and he slept on the floor, and he held his breath and he kept his lips tightly closed, just like a corpse. The outer appearance looked like that of a corpse. And he was just seeing the events that were unfolding at that time. And he thought, well, now this body is dead, but who is dead? Within a few moments, I would say, he realized that there is an eternal truth in him. There is that eternal truth in every one of us, me, yourself, in everyone, that eternal truth in him that never dies, which we call as the self. Some call it that eternal consciousness, Paramatma, Brahman, God, whatever name we give it. So he has realized this eternal truth. There were no gurus for Bhagavan. He never had any guru in his entire life. He was not a sannyasi, nothing. But that thought that he is nothing but that eternal consciousness, it remained with him for the rest of his life. It touched him so much. He was sunk into that so much that he could never resume a normal life again. Never. And there was that intense call for Bhagavan from Tiruvannamalai, that is Arunachala. So he has decided that time has come for him to reach Arunachala. I'm keeping it a little brief, keeping the time also in mind. So a series of events unfolded after this. So he, towards the end of July 1896, he has decided he will go to Tiruvannamalai, towards the end of August, he has decided he will go to Tiruvannamalai in the year 1896. On 1st of September 1896, he has reached Tiruvannamalai. So it took approximately 3 days for him. And this 1st September is called as Advent Day by Bhagavan's devotees. We celebrate this even in the ashram. It is celebrated even in the local satsang center. It is celebrated. It is called as the Advent Day. And he reached Tiruvannamalai on 1st September 1896. And after that, he never left Arunachala for the next 54 years. He left his body there. So for 54 years, he was always in Arunachala. When he reached Arunachala, the gates, including the inner shrines gates, they were open. He reached the temple first, and the temple was absolutely empty. Not even the priests were visible. Venkatraman entered the inner sanctum sanctorum, and he stood before Arunachaleshwara, just closing his eyes, and there was great ecstasy and tears of joy, and it was unspeakable to him. He stood there in front of Arunachaleshwara for some time. And as he came out of the temple, he was just walking on the streets, and some barber called to him and he said, "Do you want your tuft to be removed?" He immediately said, "Yes, of course, I want it to be removed." Then there is a small kolanu, or what we call as tank, or a small pond inside the temple of Arunachaleshwara temple. After he got his head shaved, he went near to that tank, and during those days after this Upanayinam, the boys also used to get their ears pierced, and they used to have the small gold earrings. He said, now I'm not even the body, I'm nothing. So I don't want this bodily pleasure. So immediately he took those earrings and he threw them out in that kolanu or the pond, and he also removed his sacred thread and he threw it in the pond. That pond is still there. If anybody visits the temple, they should definitely take a look of all these places. It's beautiful. So, but once the head is shaved, usually in our customs and all, we need to take a shower before going inside the temple. But Bhagavan was out of his body. He didn't have that bodily consciousness. So when he was about to enter the temple, Arunachaleshwara himself, there was a huge downpour. He gave a huge downpour which actually drenched him. After that, Bhagwan went inside the temple, inside the 1,000-pillared temple. There is a place called Patalalinga. It is right inside the temple. When we go through the East Gopuram, there's a place called Patalalinga, and he went into deep meditation in such a way that there was this rodents, other worms, other creatures that bit him under his thighs, and there was flesh and blood coming out of that thigh. But even that time, Bhagavan didn't have the bodily consciousness at all. So that Patala Lingam also, even today, if one visits the temple, they should definitely visit the temple. It is, Murli will be showing the pictures as well. He's already showing the pictures while I'm talking. So one should definitely visit this Patala Lingam also. So from then onwards, he meditated inside the Patala Lingam, and he was there for some days. But some devotees, seeing the state of Bhagavan, removed him from there, and he brought him outside and he placed him in the vicinity of a shrine of Subramanya. From there, he moved into many places because there were some kids and others throwing stones at him, and they were trying to disturb him. And Bhagavan was very silent. He never talked during those days, and he was in a deep meditative state. So he preferred to be silent, and he preferred to be not disturbed. So he used to always change the seat of residence. He used to change the seat of residence very frequently, like gardens, groves, shrines. But finally, he came to the Virupaksha cave. Even this Virupaksha cave, one can visit when they go to the Ramana ashram. It is very close to Ramana ashram. You have to go from the back door, and there is a trek, and you can see Virupaksha cave even today. It's a beautiful place, very good for meditation. So, and when he was in Virupaksha cave, Mother Alagamal and his brother Nagasundaram, they came to visit him, and they stayed with him throughout. So, Mother Alagamal, she passed away in the year 1922. After she came and stayed with Bhagwan, in the year 1922, she passed away. And there is a small tomb that was made after she was cremated and all. Bhagwan used to take very good care of her, though he knows that he is not aware of his body, though he knows that he is the self himself. He used to take absolutely good care of his mother, saying that she's the mother who has given me birth and I need to take care of her. So he used to take care of her during her final days, and she passed away in the year 1922. And a tomb was built. And during this time, when Mother Alagamal was here, Bhagavan Ramana Maharishi moved from the Virupaksha cave to Skandashram. It is here in this place, in Skandashram, that mother passed away. There is a room that shows in Skandashram where he even enlightened his mother and where she actually passed away. That room also is still there in Skandashram. If anybody visits, they should definitely visit this place as well. And a tomb was, after she passed away, a tomb was built to her, and Bhagavan used to visit her every day, visit that tomb every day, and he used to pray to her. But as the, as after some time, for about 6 months or so, he went and stayed near the tomb of the mother due to some series of events. And he said, not out of his own volition, but in obedience to the divine will, that place where he stayed, that house where he stayed near the tomb of the mother, is today's Ramanashram. Ramanashram was built exactly in that place. So even today, as the years roll by, ashrama grew steadily, and people not only from India but from different parts of the continent, from the world, they come to see the stay, to see the sage, and they receive guidance from him in their in their spiritual pursuits. And even personally also, even in their personal pursuits also, some say that they have received guidance from Bhagavan. Only through his silence he was able to convey this. So if anyone gets a chance, I would highly encourage them to go to Tiruvannamalai, visit Ramanashram, and also Skandashram, Virupaksha cave, and other beautiful places around the hill. It's very beautiful there. So this way, Ramanashram came into place, and Bhagavan was in Ramanashram till his Mahanirvana. So Bhagavan has left his mortal body on 14th April 1950. That evening, he passed away around 8:47 p.m. That evening, Bhagavan gave darshan to all the devotees that came. Everybody were singing Arunachala Shiva, that Akshara Manamalai that was written by him. They were all chanting Akshara Manamalai. So Bhagavan asked his attendants to make him sit up, and he opened his eyes for a brief while, and there was a smile. He said, now this body has to go. He felt that his body was like a burden, like a big weight. If we have a big weight on our head, how do we feel? The same way Bhagavan used to carry his body. That is what he has said. So there was a smile, tears of bliss came out of his eyes, and at around 8:47 p.m., Bhagavan has left his mortal body. And that day is called as the Mahanirvana Day. Today is April 17th. It was just 3 days back on April 14th, and today it's a blessing that we are all able to talk about him. So when Bhagavan passed away at around 8:47 p.m., many of the people who were there present at that point, and even some in Madras, at those days it was Madras, they could see a comet that moved slowly across the sky, reached the Arunachala hill, and disappeared behind it. It has come even in the newspapers at that time, and Bhagavan has merged with Arunachala himself. So now we have talked about the life of Bhagavan, but what is it that he wants to actually convey? What are his teachings? His main teaching, as I said before, was who am I? That is the Ramana Tattvam. So if you inquire who am I, we get different thoughts into our mind every day. If we inquire who am I, the mind, from where the thought arises, will return to its original source. When we understand that everything is self, we will have our mind that will cease to exist. So every thought that arises in mind, we have to always ask, where are these thoughts coming from? We should watch these thoughts that are coming from. And when we see, we obviously find that answer is, the thoughts are coming to me. So that is how, when we have this practice, when we have this self-awareness and start asking, who am I? We can definitely see a big change, and this comes into practice every day. Just like we have gold, we make all kinds of ornaments like bangles, earrings, necklaces, everything. But we know that the substance is gold. Just in the same way, we have to understand that there are different. We are wives, We are wife, we are a parent, we play different roles. But at the end of the day, we are the self. So, just like the gold, we have to think that and understand that everything is the self. The other way that Bhagavan has said is ultimate surrender to God. By saying that I am helpless and God alone is powerful and throwing ourselves at His feet, we can definitely achieve jnana. That complete surrender is the another name for jnana or liberation. But we always feel that we are all grihasthas. We have so many works to take care. We are working, we have a house, finances, kids, and all these things. Then, how are we going to achieve this? For this question, Bhagavan has said that, why do you think you are a grihastha? If you are a sannyasi, at that time also, we'll have some problem being a sannyasi because the mind is like a monkey. It'll keep jumping from here to there. And there are constant thoughts that keep coming to us. Whether we are a householder or whether we are a renunciate, whether we go to the forest, this mind comes along with us. And the ego is the source of all the thoughts. It creates the body and the world also around us. It makes you think that we are either a grihastha, sannyasi, wife, or whatever. So, if we renounce the world, it will substitute the thought sannyasi or a grihastha, and whether we are at home or in the forest or on a hill. But the mental obstacles, they keep arising. The obstacle is only the mind. So we have to understand that the obstacle is the mind and it must be got over whether it is at home or forest. When we are able to get this, when we are able to feel peace when we are at a hill or in a temple, why is it that we are not able to find the same peace at home? Why are we giving that weightage to our thoughts? This is the core principle of self inquiry or who am I? We are talking about meditation. Anu is conducting beautiful meditation sessions every week for all of us. So, why should we meditate? When Bhagavan was asked this question about meditation, Bhagavan said that dhyana or meditation is a crucial practice for achieving that inner peace and understanding the true self. He always said that by focusing on that I thought and inquiring its origin, one can gradually still the mind and discover the self. He also said that meditation should be a constant process. I do it today and stop it tomorrow. That might not work. It should be a constant, continuous process, and of course, it does require some effort because when we start meditating, we get some thoughts and the mind always shows us different types of movies and it will uh, give us many thoughts. But as one begins meditation, these thoughts come, they arise, and they try to distract the focus. Bhagavan said, emphasize the importance of maintaining focus on that constantly on that I, and gradually its power will increase through this repeated practice. By constantly returning to the source of the I thought, the mind can gradually go still, and this noise of the mind will automatically subside. The ultimate goal of meditation should be self realization or knowing our true self, which is distinct from our ego and the mind. Bhagavan has also said that we are working, how do we find the time? But he said, work should never be a hindrance to meditation. These things should be practiced simultaneously. With these thoughts about meditation, we will now start meditation. And I will request all of you to ponder over these thoughts. And if anybody is interested, they can read Bhagavan's books, Bhagavan Ramana Maharishi's books, available on Google in PDF format. Some of the books are talks with Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, letters from Ramanashram. In Telugu, it is called as Suri Nagama Lekhalu. They're really beautiful. They have conveyed a lot of message, which I was not able to convey in this presentation. But I request all of you, if time permits, you should definitely visit Ramanashram, Tiruvannamalai, this Arunachala Hill, do the Girivalam, and also visit Skanda Ashram, Virupaksha Cave. They are beautiful places. The Skanda Ashram and Virupaksha Cave are so peaceful and high energy. They have high energies, and you get a blissful meditation over there. and also try to read the books of Bhagavan. So, with these thoughts, I will leave here and I will request all of you to ponder over and we will start our meditation. Over to you, Anu. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Jyoti, for sharing the great, life journey and the teachings of the great enlightened master, the Guru, Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharishi. And we were fortunate to visit the places and last year. So it's nice that seeing the pictures, we could again connect back that we were still there. And it's very nicely explained. Thanks for sharing and thanks for joining, in fact. And now we'll move on to the meditation session. So anybody new to meditation today? So we can just have a
Just
brief
before that,
intro.
Anu, sorry to interrupt you. Yeah, thank you so much, Jyoti Garu. It was a very well presented life journey of Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi. Okay, over to you, Anu.
So anyone new first time joined today for meditation, or maybe you can just go through a quick intro. Like we are practicing the breath meditation. We call it as Anapanasati. Ana is our in breath. Apana is our out breath. Sati, we are just observing our simple natural breath. The simple four steps. We are the breath is our teacher. We are just the type of meditation is the breath meditation, where our object of attention is our breath. We don't need to chant any mantras or don't have to do any pranayama exercises. Just like a simple observing your simple natural breath. And step two, we need to sit comfortably. We can clasp our fingers and whatever the mudra you're kind of, if you're used to in meditation, you can have that. And it's important to close your eyes. Keeping your eyes closed, it will stop from distracting from your outer reality. And it's important to cross your legs, so that way it forms kind of energy triangle, and that helps us to go to the higher dimensions. And number three is the breath meditation, the technique. So we are just observing the simple natural breath, and it's normal that our monkey mind always runs around. It's important the moment you get a thought, you just acknowledge the thought and bring your awareness back to your natural rhythm of breathing. Slowly you can see the volume of thoughts will slowly reduce, and you are able to have those quiet moments even for a few milliseconds. When you are able to, your mind dips into that gap between those thoughts, into that stillness, that is when you receive more and more cosmic energy. And step number four, again, as it's most important for any practice, you need consistency. Even if you want to build your body, if you want to reduce your weight, lose your weight, or any practice or anything, to learn music, you need a dedicated time every day consistently. So similarly, like for one mandala, we say if we are a beginner in meditation, at least you should start aim for 40 to 48 days. A mandala is a calculation of how the planets and how our stars, we are related to our moon signs. So it is important to practice the kind of make and incorporate that meditation to your daily routine. So let's practice meditation for half an hour. Please, if you want to
One more thing, Anu, I
switch.
just wanted to know, like, if anybody had any questions for Jyoti Garu, I forgot to mention that. This is a good time before we start the meditation.
Or we
Uh,
can also do at the end after 10 o'clock,
yeah, we can do that as well. Yeah, sure.
if that's okay with
Okay.
Jyoti.
Thank you so much. I will continue to record for some time and then I will stop it. And maybe again, I'll start recording at the end so we can capture the question and answer session as well. Thank you so much.
So please sit comfortably. If you want to switch off your lights or make it dim, and then remove your eyeglasses. If you want to drink a couple of sips of water before we start the meditation, that also helps to relax, calm down. Sit in a very comfortable position. If you are able to sit on the floor, it is best. In Ardha Siddhasana, Siddhasana, or Padmasana, if you can. Otherwise, you can sit in Sukhasana. The goal is you should be able to sit this half an hour, without not much moving.
The music is audible, right, Anu?
Yes. close your eyes. Keep your eyes closed during the practice. Let's experience the divine energies connecting to this wonderful group. And let's meditate to expand your consciousness. Meditation is a process of recognizing your true self, that you are the Supreme Atman. The divinity within you. The divinity within each and every being. You may take 3-4 deep breaths. A deep inhalation of 4 counts. You may hold for 6 counts or 7. Exhale for 7 to 8 counts. So 4, 7, 8. That activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which calms your activity in your mind. Listen to this high vibrational music, bringing your 100% awareness onto your breath. You are increasing your vibrational frequencies, expanding inner energies. Enjoy these beautiful quiet moments, the stillness inside. Connect to the Supreme Source energy. Return to the present moment. Back to the body consciousness. Feel the temperature in the room. Is it warm, cold? Are you feeling lighter, energized, feeling that inner peace and bliss? Express your gratitude to all the great masters, to Bhagavan, for helping us in this journey. The feeling of gratitude, love. You can bring your hands together and place them on your eyes for a few seconds, absorbing all those high energies we received in this wonderful group meditation, experiencing these high vibrational frequencies. Thanking each one in the group. Gently open your eyes when you are ready. Thank you. Thanks everyone for joining today's session. We are to time. So like if anybody has any questions for Jyoti, thanks for the wonderful presentation once again. It's a great opportunity to listen to the Guru Bhagwanji. So if any questions, if anybody has, you can unmute yourself. Even on meditation, it's a small conscious group. If you want to, at least seeing each other also, it feels nice. If you want to have your cam on, or if you want to, before we disperse.
So in the meantime, I wanted to mention, thank once again Murli Garu and Jyoti Garu for taking the time out today and giving a very wonderful walkthrough of Ramana Maharishi's life. It was very helpful and very knowledgeable. And same way, we will continue next week with another Guru of India. So looking forward to seeing you all again. Till then, I mean, it's a suspense. You will know next Wednesday maybe who the guru is and who's going to present. Yeah, if anybody has any questions, how often do you these sessions? Okay, this has been going on for almost 3-4 years now. Every Thursday, we have these meditation sessions. But these gurus of India, we have started. This is our third session. And we would like to continue like Gurus of India as covering as many as we can. But yes, this meditation sessions, we've been doing this for a long time, every Thursday from 9 to 10 p.m. But sometimes we also have in-person meditation sessions like full moon meditations or Amavasya meditations, which are the time when you really have a lot of cosmic energy and you can benefit yourself doing meditation at that time. So we do have a pyramid in our basement. And pyramid is a structure that can act as a catalyst while you're meditating. So it's highly recommended. I mean, it's not a recommendation, it's highly preferred if you can to sit in a pyramid or have a pyramid cap and then meditate that way. You can enhance your experience. So yeah, we can certainly plan, as summer is coming, we can certainly plan an in-person meditation as well. So I see Sunil here. You had a question that you wanted to mention?
Nothing specifically from there, like it was my first experience and yeah, it was good. I hope to join the future session.
Very good, Andy. Nice to see you here.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Thank you for joining today.
Oh no, my pleasure.
Yeah. please do join every week. And next week, again, we'll have a new guru and a new presenter. So
Sure.
any question for Jyoti Garu? Anything that you wanted to know more about Ramana Maharishi and what you felt listening about him? Please feel free to share your thoughts. So it will motivate us also to do more such events. I mean, more such sessions.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it was very insightful, at least for me. Like, although like we all have heard to some extent about Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, but yeah, it was very insightful and like very informative.
Thank you.
Appreciate all the effort to put in to share
Thank
that
you.
information.
Yeah, thank you, Shruti, for your comment. I really appreciate that. So anybody else? If not, it's already 5 minutes past 10. So I don't want to keep you guys hanging around more longer. Continue in the same spirit of meditation and you can go back to sleep. Where can I
Please
get pyramid?
meditate every day. If you started today first time, that is key. Whatever works for you, right? If you're a early bird morning, right, or the night before sleep, any time of the day, even if you start with 15 minutes, right, as a beginner. So usually at least we should meditate for the years of our age, but then even like 15 minutes will still help. So you can really see the difference when you meditate and sleep, or when you wake up first thing and meditate, the entire day is charged. So please have a consistency of meditation practice. And we can take more inspiration from the great gurus, because there's so much, everything is given, everything, all the scriptures, Vedas, Upanishads, like so much knowledge, everything is there. We just need to grab, we need to spend time and work towards it. So thank you. And once again, thanks Jyoti and Murli Garu for sharing, and thanks everyone for joining. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Ji.
No
Thank
problem.
Good
you,
night.
thank you, Prem Garu.
Thank
See
you
you.
so much.
Sure.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prem Garu. Thank you, Anu Garu.
Good night,
Thank you,
everyone.
everyone.